Hello Libra, getting ready to do your reading here. This is a random love reading, a love tarot reading for Libra, for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. These random readings don't apply, they're timeless. They don't apply to any real time, and if you find this reading, if the title brought you in, it's probably meant for you. They're general readings, of course, so it may or may not, the specific storyline may not resonate with you, but odds are if you found this reading, because it's a random reading, it's probably for you. I feel compelled to do these. I just sort of, whatever the universe says, hey, do a reading for Libra on whatever. Obviously, the titles are done after we're done. I don't know where it's going. But Libra's been popping up for me all day. All day I've been seeing Libra everywhere. There was a billboard with Libra on it. I mean, I don't even know. All right, so I definitely needed to do a reading for Libra today. Again, this is timeless. So if you're watching this a year after I made it and you happen to find it at that time, again, it's probably for you. But if you found it right now when it's brand new, it's probably more than definitely for you. So let's see where we go with this here. I'm going to do a rather unique spread here. I'm going to do what I usually do at parties or for personal readings in person. I'm just going to kind of do a gypsy sort of style tarot card reading, the way I initially learned how to do it from an actual gypsy. So I'm just going to throw cards. We're just going to throw some cards, and we're going to let the cards tell us a story. I'll tell you what the cards are as they come out, and then I'll tell you the story. I'll read the energy. I do the readings all intuitively. I don't have no book here or anything like that. The Empress. Here we go. We're off. The High Priestess. The Wheel of Fortune. The Tower. Okay, I just want to point out I just pulled 4. I shuffled the deck the whole time I was talking to you, and I'm going to shuffle again because that's what I'm doing. I just pulled 4 major arcana cards right in a row. Right in a row. See, I told you, I saw Libra everywhere today. Billboards, spray painted on the side of a building. You know, I think they meant something else. They didn't mean the star sign when they painted it, but, you know, I don't know, whatever. It's still there. It's the truth. 5 of roses, right? No, I'm just kidding. 5 of pentacles. I love these cards where you have to, we're so used to the Rider-Waite. The Sun, another major arcana. The Sun and the Moon in one reading, another major. I shuffled again. I mean, I'm shuffling the cards. This is actually happening. This is a real reading. I'm not even kidding. This is actually happening. I am shuffling. I will shuffle and shuffle. We're going to keep throwing cards. Here we go. The World, major arcana. These are all out of sequence. You know, it's insane. I've never seen anything like this. Okay, this is the 6 of Pentacles, and we're going to pull 2 cards over the top. All right. The 8 of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Finally, a court card. Okay. So this is the overlaying energy for the whole thing, the overall energy, which is the 8 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So that's the overlaying energy. It's a little off camera for you, but they're right there. I'm going to grab them in a second for the whole thing. So let's take a look at this here. Let's see what's going on, Libra. So what we've basically got here, the energy read that I'm getting off of this, and I just want to point out there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. We don't count these overlays. So, wow, that's amazing. Major arcana means it's sort of etched in fate. It's etched in destiny. The minor arcana cards, you can make little choices and decisions to sort of move away from it. But with a major arcana, it's coming at you whether you like it or not. And you can move out of the way of it. Obviously, you don't have to get run over by the truck. But this is a very major arcana reading for sure. Okay, so the overall energy here is you have a person out there who hasn't, I don't want to say ghosted. They didn't ghost you. They just never showed up, I guess is what I'm getting at. They never showed up. They blew you off and never showed up. okay? They Eight of Swords you in the beginning because they were, you know, in their head about it and whatever, and they just stayed in the cocoon. You know, that's all they did. But they always saw you as the Queen of Pentacles, okay, for these overlaying cards. So this is what they did to you. This is how they saw you. So they stayed in the cocoon and hid from you, but they always saw you as the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you're male or female or not, it makes no difference. We have both energies within us. They saw you as someone nurturing who had their act together, basically. Maybe you were a teacher for them. Maybe you taught them spirituality, or you gave them help for advice. But you didn't give it to them directly. They were reading stuff that you were writing on your social media to the public or to other people. Or maybe you have a YouTube channel and you were giving advice on the channel and they were watching the channel. And you're like, you know, why didn't this person ever reach out? I was hoping this person would reach out. I was hoping to hear from this person, and they just never showed up at all. And I'm going to tell you why right now, as soon as I read the energy on the cards here. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, so we have you two are a divine couple. We've got the sun and the moon. Whenever I see the sun and the moon in the same reading, and it's very rare, this is a very powerful couple. This is a divine union, Libra. This is someone very important not necessarily in your life. If they never entered your life, it wouldn't, you'd be fine. But I'm saying in the sands of time, you know, your guys are tied together in time. There's karma. One of the reasons they never reached out and they stayed away from you isn't something they may even realize, which is that there's more karma from so many past lives attached to this than a 10-year-long marriage would have. I mean, it is there, and that can be overwhelming if somebody doesn't know about such things, if they're not spiritually inclined. They just think that they're afraid to reach out, or there's something about you that pushes them away. The stronger the soulmate connection, the more the repelling effect, okay? The stronger the repelling effect. I tell a story right now, but I think it's probably a little bit too crude for public YouTube, but you get the idea. The stronger the soulmate, I try to curb myself here. The stronger the soulmate connection, the more the repelling effect. So if you meet someone later in life and they run away from you again, then you know you might have a good connection. You don't even need tarot cards to tell you. But this is a very strong connection. It scares the crap out of the other person, is essentially what I'm saying. But I'm telling you why it scares the crap out of them. And if you're a cross-watcher, if you're this other person who's afraid to reach out to a Libra, you're afraid to reach out to them because you've got a dump truck full of past life karma that you're dragging behind you. And all of that comes into your soul energy, and it confuses you, and they get all up in their head. Eight of Swords, all up in their head. The prison of the mind, all up in their head for sure. Okay? However, we got the World card here. So we're coming to an end of a cycle. The World tells us that this cycle has ended. What they want to do, and I can see this clearly, we have the Tower, okay? The Tower scares people a lot. In this particular position, as it's tied to the Wheel of Fortune energetically, as I read it, the cards kind of look like this. These are tied together, these are tied together, the rest of these are separate, and these two over the top ones are tied together. These two are tied together, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. So the way I read that is there's something that they're going to tell you or they want to tell you that's going to shock you. There's something you don't know, okay? And it's going to change the way things are going. Your luck, it's going to change your luck as far as this situation goes, as far as hearing from them or not. They're not sure if they can open up to you, I guess is what I'm driving at. But the wheel is turning, and if they do open up to you, it's going to blow your mind what you're going to find out. Maybe it's something you've been thinking all along, and it turns out that it's true, and you were right, and you're like, whoa, I am freaking psychic beyond belief. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. But either way, whatever they do tell you, if they do open up, it's going to blow your mind for sure. They're not sure. I'm getting here. Hold on a minute. Let me pull another card because I'm getting something here off of the Empress and the High Priestess, just which are these two cards over here. They're not tied together, but I want to pull a clarifier on the two cards together. So hold on, I'm shuffling. Okay, let's see what we got. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's what I thought. That'll work. Okay. So they were in a relationship. They were in some kind of a marriage or just a, you know, a relationship of some kind. They fell out with that other person. In other words, they like you more than you, Libra, more than they like the other person that they're with. And as time went on and they didn't contact you, that grated on them a little bit. So but they're afraid. This Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands often comes across as a player. They're not a player. They're afraid they're going to come across as a player, okay? Because they're still with that person. Or that person is still connected to them in some way. Maybe they have a child together. Maybe they left that person, but they have a child together, so that person is still around. And we all know what happens when the ex is still around. That night, they pop by to see the kid, have a couple of glasses of wine. We all know where that goes. We've all been down that road. So they're afraid they're going to come across as a player because that person is still around in some way. So they waited and waited and waited. This is a card of waiting, the Seven of Pentacles, okay? But now, so I use those to clarify these. Now, however, they're feeling a little bit more in their power. They're feeling like they want a new beginning, new growth. The Empress is all about abundance and new growth. And they're using their intuition finally. And their intuition is telling them that Libra is the better choice. Libra is who they want to go with. Now they're afraid, they're scared to death, actually, as I already pointed out, that this Five of Pentacles, that they're going to be left out in the cold, that they're going to be just, you know, they're going to be this rose, that after they talk to you, this is what's going to happen. You're not going to be interested. Oh, sorry about the lighting, by the way. I'm going to fix that for future videos. But they're going to be afraid that they waited too long, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And now they're out in the cold. And nobody could fault you for that, Libra. We also have over here the, I believe it's the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, is this the Seven of Pentacles? No, what is this? This is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. They want, I was like, yeah, I'm reading that, and I'm going, no, that's not the Seven. The Seven's over there. We used it to clarify. The Six of Pentacles, they want an equal give and take. Obviously, the end result of them talking to you, the Wheel of Fortune turning, and this amazing conversation that's going to blow your mind, the end result of what they want is an equal give and take. They want to balance things out because they realize they made you wait a long time, and you might be kicking them out the door. But you got a divine couple here with this person. Whether you want to talk to them or not is up to you. In fact, the world even says that. You're going to hear from them. They're probably going to crack at some point. They're not going to let you go and just, oh, well, never mind then. They're not going to do that. The world says a cycle is ending. A cycle of silence is ending, and you're moving into something new. But you still have free will to kick them to the curb. Well, let's see what you'll do. Let's just see. Let me shuffle some cards here. Let's throw a couple of final enders over the top here and see where this can go if they reach out. First, let's find out if they reach out, what will happen? How will they reach out? In other words, you got the Snowy Owl. No, it's the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords or the Snowy Owl. And this looks like a tawny owl, which is the Son of Swords here, which would be the Knight of Swords. Okay, so these two basically say very similar things. So if they reach out, how will they reach out? This is very interesting. They're going to be a little bit cold on the exterior in spite of making you wait all this time, and because they don't want to come across as a player, as I said. With this Knight of Wands, they don't want to come across as a player, so they're going to come in a little bit cold, but they're going to come in fast. This tawny owl isn't messing around. All right. Now the snowy owl, Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords is basically. I'm sorry, I'm a bird of prey expert also. Besides this, so anyway, I love any card with a bird of prey. I'm going to go crazy on. So the Queen of Swords is, cold on the outside. They are kind of nice on the inside, but the conversation is going to be steely, I guess is what I'm saying. And then they're going to come at you fast. They're going to come at you with a barrage of questions, or they're coming in like a freight train, like a tawny owl with a sword. They're coming in. Let's find out what the end result of them coming in might be. In other words, you'd kind of be in here, Libra, and how you're going to react to this. And you probably already know. You probably already know this person. You know if they come in all cold and, after making you wait all that time and you not hearing from them. And then, the other aggravating part as I shuffle here is them learning all kinds of things from you. If you were a teacher, you taught them all sorts of things. And, you never even got a thank you, or you don't even know, some other guy, if they don't come in, might benefit from everything you showed them. So you're the one who gets left out in the cold because you opened them up and taught them how to feel or how to be spiritual or whatever it was you taught them, and then someone else ends up benefiting from it, So you might be a little ticked off if they come in as these two owls, just sort of cold and steely and driving you, whatever. Strength card, you might be dealing with a Leo. Strength at the bottom of the deck. Might mean something, might not. It doesn't have to. Just letting you know, this is usually an indicator. It could be a Leo or someone with Leo in their chart. Anywhere in their chart. Okay? Leo Jupiter would count. It doesn't matter. So let's see where this will go when they come in as these two owls here. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. So there's a lot of physical attraction here, okay, between the two people. They find you attractive and you find them attractive. It is, as I already said, with the sun and the moon in the same reading, this is a divine couple. The Lovers backs that up. This is definitely a card of soulmate for me and for most readers. And the real telling card here to go with these two owls, the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I think if they come in really rough, Queen of Swordsy, just cutting to the truth, I think there's going to be a lot of truth and clarity. But I also think that you might make a choice whether or not to cut them loose, because it could just be physical attraction. There might be no substance here. They're not going to bring you any substance, and that isn't something that the King of Pentacles can deal with. The King of Pentacles is stable. They got their shit together. They got their money in the bank. They got a decent car. They got a decent place to live. They're not living in their parents' basement like the person she's probably with, or whatever. They've got their act together emotionally and on the practical side too, and maybe even spiritually. So with this Queen of Wands, it says that they're very superficial. This is a very superficial person that you've been waiting for. Yeah, they've been working on themselves. They've been, taking some self-help or whatever. But they are, at their core, a fairly materialistic type person, or were. Perhaps they're going to come in with all sorts of speeches to you about how they've changed and they've been working on themselves and all of that. But you need to make a choice, the Lovers, as the King of Pentacles, you being the King of Pentacles, Libra, as to whether or not that's enough for you or whether or not you believe it. Let's take a look if they're telling the truth on that, because I see that loud and clear in the energy that they're going to come in telling you they've changed or they've been working on themselves. Have they been working on themselves? Let's see. Let's pull one more card on this. This is just one card to tell us if they've really been working on themselves. Then you'll know when you hear from them whether you should believe it or not. And obviously make your own decisions. The cards are just giving you advice, but the cards have never let me down. The Ace of Swords, they're telling you the truth, according to the cards. According to the cards, they're telling you the truth. They have been working on themselves. They have been bettering themselves to become better than this superficial Gucci shopping Queen of Wands who only thinks, well, this is the perfect card for the Queen of Wands. It's a rattlesnake. You don't get, that's the type of handbag they'd buy. And it would cost you about 10 grand to get a good one. So, they are telling the truth. So you can take them at their word and decide what you want to do. You've got a choice to make, a lover's choice about a divine couple, the sun and the moon. So again, the strength was at the bottom of the deck. The sun is Leo, and the moon is obviously Cancer or Pisces. However, I'm going to look at this as a sign for me because my moon sign is Libra. So Libra, you're my moon sign, and the moon came out. So if you want to read into it a lot, I'm the one pulling the cards. So you're dealing with a Libra. This is a Libra dealing with a Leo. Okay? And that's for those of you that are interested in putting signs to cards. I'm not usually into that. I know a lot of readers do that. Oh, it could be a Capricorn or an Aries or what, and they're always pointing at stuff. I just look at those as the energies, and I encourage you to do the same thing. If somebody says you might be dealing with a Leo, you could just be dealing with someone with Leo energy. Okay, and Leo energy is Leo is a fixed sign. They're very practical, but they're also very artistic. They're the actor of the zodiac. So again, there's a fiery energy there, but it has a practical side to it, and something you can, they're usually the life of the party, or they can be. They're usually quite funny, things along those lines. So if other readers tell you, you might be dealing with a Capricorn, and you're like, oh, I'm going to shut this off. He or she isn't a Capricorn. It's not about that. It's about the energy. So you definitely, I'll say this, Libra, you're definitely dealing with a fire energy here. Someone likely with some earth somewhere in their chart, because there's a lot of pentacles here as well. And there you go. So anyway, they're telling you the truth. Make your decision. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel. It's brand new. We're going to do a lot of these random readings. These are going to pop up all the time. Every day there should be one or two. Who knows? But I also have the monthly star sign readings that I'm going to be doing every month as well. So appreciate you watching, and I hope this reading was of help to you. And remember, it's not bullshit. That Ace of Swords is the card of truth. That's Archangel Michael's sword of truth right there.